Coming up on 7 News today, the contest to select this year's homecoming theme is now open. We will show you how you can get involved.
Plus, on today's Making Your Life Easier, it's time of year to fill out your FAFSA again. We'll show you the right process.
Also, Becky is in with the latest Ranger basketball results.
Keep it here. 7 News starts now.
Broadcasting from the campus of Northwestern Oklahoma State University, bringing you the area's latest news and sports. This is 7 News.
Hello, and thank you for choosing 7 News today. I'm Ashton Gaming.
And I'm Austin Sterling.
The annual contest to select a theme for Northwestern Oklahoma State University's homecoming is now open to the public. Deadline for submitting entries is 4 p.m. on Monday, March 8th.
This year's homecoming will be celebrated Thursday, September 23rd through Saturday, September 25th. Suggestions must be limited to 10 words or fewer and should be something that can be designs for floats, sheet signs, and dorm decorations.
The person who submits the winning theme will receive a commemorative homecoming t-shirt, a homecoming button that will allow admissions into the Miss Cinderella talent show, pageant, and the Ranger football game. The winner also will receive a $50 gift certificate to Great Indoors Furniture in Alva.
Entries and nominations may be turned in at the Alva Chamber of Commerce office. Entries also may be submitted by visiting www.nwosu.edu/2010 homecoming theme. A recognition committee is being assembled to come up with ideas that will honor and memorialize former Northwestern coach and teacher Wister D. Newby. Newby was responsible for upgrading the athletic facilities dramatically, as well as making a lasting impact during his tenure at Northwestern.
Before football games at Ranger Field, before the Wellness Center and the tennis courts, there was Newby Field. Newby Field was the open space just west of what is now the J.R. Holder Wellness Center. Wister Newby was a coach of the Ranger football team in the 1920s. After an ugly 3-0 loss against Central State College in 1929 was blamed on muddy field conditions, Coach Newby took it upon himself to drastically upgrade the football field. He personally maintained the field until it reached expectations. He then pushed for lights to be installed, allowing Northwestern to host the second night football game in Oklahoma State history. A committee, headed by John Barton, is in the works to generate possible ways to commemorate Newby. Barton remembers Coach Newby as not only a good teacher, but a good person.
Newby Field was, of course, named after a coach and a longtime teacher here, W.D. Newby. And I got acquainted with him when he was here in 1960 to 1964. He was very encouraging to the students. We want to commemorate the man who built Newby Field, the man who was coach here, the man who was the teacher here, the man who helped a lot of students here.
Potential memorial ideas include recognizing the original ticket booth used at Newby Field. The ticket booth still stands at the entrance to the dorm parking lot. The committee is planning on placing a plaque on the ticket booth to help past, present, and current Rangers remember their history. Other ideas include a memorial in the Wellness Center representing Newby. The recognition committee consists of Wayne Lane, author of Northwestern Oklahoma State University, A Centennial History, longtime Northwestern professor Dr. Yvonne Carmichael, and others who were impacted by Coach Newby.
The committee is in the early stages of planning and is willing to listen to any ideas the community has to offer for honoring Coach Newby, as well as providing financial contributions for the project. Ideas may be submitted to the Foundation office on the Alva campus.
In today's Making Your Life Easier, we'll show you the importance of getting your financial aid application turned in before the deadline.
When I hear that other students fill out their FAFSA form on their own, I just don't understand how they do it.
Tanner Yalmans is like many students who have trouble understanding the financial aid process, but time is crucial. February is almost over and that New Year's resolution to be more on top of things is starting to deplete. Hopefully you have your taxes filed, but what about your FAFSA? As you know, procrastination is financial aid's ugly sister, but this year it can be different. It can be easier.
Yes, even though we are procrastinating terribly, but we're going to take it to the accountant again, because that's just the quickest and easiest way to get that done.
FAFSA stands for Free Application for Federal Student Aid, free being the best word for this acronym. Filing for FAFSA does not cost anything and can be mailed in or submitted electronically. Just go to www.fafsa.ed.gov and follow the easy read instructions. Save yourself some time by pulling out these documents and having them on hand. You'll need your Social Security card, your driver's license, your 2009 W-2 forms, and your 2009 federal income tax return. If you are dependent, meaning your parents still claim you on their taxes, your parents' 2009 federal income tax return is also required. If you are not a U.S. citizen, your alien registration or permanent resident card is needed. Caleb Mossberg, Director of Financial Aid at Northwestern, explains the post-submission process.
A confirmation letter will be generated from our office, and then from that we will be able to send out an award letter, and then from there the student will either accept or decline the awards that are available.
How long does it take?
It should be a few weeks after we receive information. We have to go through a process here in the office, and then once we do have the aid finished, packaged, and the student has accepted and declined the awards, then we'll be able to apply that to their accounts. Remember to check your emails, because a lot of things that we do receive in the office, we may email a student. Check your mailbox just to see if you may have anything from us in the mail, and then please feel free to stop by at any time and ask us questions.
Mossberg says a good deadline to look towards is April 15th because some awards are received early.
Several FBI divisions are seeking to find a man suspected of 18 bank robberies across 12 states. A nationwide electronic billboard campaign has been launched in an effort to locate and identify the suspect.
The suspect is described as a white male, approximately 6 feet tall, weighing 210 to 230 pounds. Typically, the man enters the bank, approaches the teller counter, and hands the teller a note demanding money. During some of the robberies, he has threatened to have a weapon. Additionally, the suspect may be driving a silver sport utility vehicle.
The suspect is considered armed and dangerous, and anyone with information should contact the FBI at 1-800-CALL-FBI or their local law enforcement office. The FBI is offering a reward of up to $10,000 for information leading to the arrest and conviction of this individual. For years, credit counselors and parents have been upset at how easy college students can get their hands on a credit card without having a way to pay for it. New regulations that were put into effect this week will make it harder. How will it affect you?
Also, Joe Perez is in with a new episode of Entertainment Rundown.
Keep it here. We'll be right back.
You're watching 7 News, the #1 collegiate newscast in Oklahoma, with Ashton, Austin, and Becky. This is 7 News.
Global warming. Some say irreversible consequences are 30 years away. 30 years? That won't affect me.
I am folding the pants. The pants are long. Do they go on my head? Do they? Do the pants go on my head? No. They go on.
Everyday moments can become teaching moments because learning starts long before school does. Give your child the start they need at bornlearning.org.
Kind of have the ADD thing to where I can't really pay attention that well. I might as well just drop out.
So I bounced from like foster home to foster home.
Dropped out of high school my junior year.
I was hanging out with some people. Now I realize I shouldn't have. They join gangs, start doing drugs, try to sell drugs. It distracts you from everything around you. You're always having to watch your back. You can't really be yourself.
The one person who really got me to go back into school was my mom, my mother.
My parents were the people that helped me the most. I need them to know that it really does help me, that they're there for me.
Let's kick it. I know that we'll have a ball if we get down and go out and just lose it all. I feel stressed out, I wanna let it go. Easy come, easy go. Now we on top. Feel the shot, body rock, rockin' don't stop.
Who's going to do it for us today?
We'll see you next week.
Welcome back. It has been an issue for years that some college students have many debts on their credit cards without knowing a way to pay for it. New credit card regulations that went into effect on Monday now make it harder for them to get their hands on credit cards.
Students now have to have the income level to support the card. Card companies will also no longer offer incentives like t-shirt and pizza on college campuses to entice students to sign up for the card. In addition, more transparency is now demanded of credit card companies to disclose the relationships they have with universities.
In addition to the new federal regulations, Oklahoma students are getting an extra dose of debt prevention. Oklahoma is in the process of implementing mandatory financial literacy classes, which include sessions on credit cards and interest.
2 free training sessions regarding smart boards will be offered at Northwestern on Saturday, March 6th from 10 to 4. Sessions will be taught in the Education Center, room 209.
Certified smartboard trainer Susan Sawyer will train those who are interested in learning more about smartboards. Sawyer is a middle and high school mathematics teacher at Edmond Public Schools. She will be able to provide a hands-on approach for training.
Registration is limited and will be by email on a first-come, first-served basis. Participants may attend one or both sessions, including lunch, but must indicate when registering what sessions they plan to attend. To register, contact Dina Walker at dewalker@nwsu.edu. Debating whether to go see the romantic comedy Valentine's Day, well, 7 News reporter Joe Perez and his co-host Shailene Jones have their critiques and the latest movies out Tuesday on today's Entertainment Rundown.
Hello everyone and welcome to another segment of Entertainment Rundown. I'm Joe Perez. Let's go ahead and take a look at what's hitting shelves this Tuesday for DVDs and Blu-rays. First up we have The Informant with Matt Damon, The Box starring Cameron Diaz and James Marsden, and Sorority Row starring Dila Tequila, Audrina Partridge, and Rumor Willis. Now on today's Entertainment Rundown we have my new co-host Shailene Jones in with her Critics Corner over the movie Valentine's Day. Shailene?
The newest movie Valentine's Day is still out at the Rialto. This movie is nothing short of a star-studded blockbuster hit, loaded with major actors such as Ashton Kutcher, Jessica Alba, George Lopez, and even your very own Taylor Swift. Within this movie, it shows the different aspects of different types of relationships and how everyone is connected together with what they're dealing with. Even though Valentine's Day was made out to be a blockbuster hit, I personally don't think it did that great in the movie theater. First of all, Taylor Swift, she's not a great actor. You can totally tell it was played out. Second of all, all the relationships that were in there, they really don't happen in real life. And with the whole flower shop thing, it was just too mushy, more of a chick flick than it would be a Valentine's Day movie. But there was a lot of good humor, and there was a lot of good points to take into your own relationship as well. Check out the sneak peek and decide for yourself.
The stewardess seems to like you. She looks over here every 5 seconds.
No.
5, 4.
Okay, stop.
Can I get you anything? Maybe a bag of pretzels.
I got a feeling.
Last night
Was
amazing.
Thank you.
Oh my God. Well, I used to be a gymnast. Did I hurt you? It's not like I'm gonna sleep with one person for the rest of my life, right? I mean, who does that?
Crazy people like us.
Checking in for 2? Okay. I mean, 1 and a dog. Oh, great. Happy Valentine's Day. You too.
is the only shocking act left on the planet.
I can't eat, Grandpa.
What's the matter? Are you sick?
Love sick.
You're gonna miss a good time tonight.
Valentine's Day is about love. It's about romance. It's about...
Valentine's Day.
It's my fault that I'm alone on Valentine's Day. My closest relationship is with my BlackBerry.
Right.
Thank God it vibrates.
Tonight's gonna be a good night.
Well, that's going to do it for this segment of Entertainment Rundown. Don't forget, if you need tickets or showtime, contact the Rialto at 327-1900. For Entertainment Rundown and for Shailene Jones, I'm Joe Perez. Back to you guys in the studio.
For tickets and showtimes or to check what's playing on the big screen, contact Rialto at 327-1900.
7 News reporters Becky Burke and Callie Crisp went behind the scenes to see what it takes to be a successful college athlete and student.
Let's go. Yeah. For those of you that want to know what we're all about, it's like this, yo.
Nate Guillory is a junior at Northwestern Oklahoma State University. He is an average student just like everyone else. He is originally from Houston, Texas, and played 2 years at Coffeyville Community College in Kansas. Last semester, he maintained a 3.2 GPA and is a criminal justice major. He will be graduating in May of 2011 and plans to become a police officer.
The environment. I say the students around here, everybody's very nice, kind, and it just brings a good atmosphere around here. Okay. Basically, I knew Chad Adams and Coach Iskey, and I put really good trust in them. So they gave me a phone call, let me know that they was coaching here. So I decided that it would be a great place for me. I've been playing football my whole life. My favorite part, I say, our last game against Oklahoma Panhandle. The seniors, it was our last game with them, and before they left the locker room, everybody stood up because it was like this game for them. And I seen that it was really a team at that point, that we really cared for them instead of just caring for each other, not playing for just ourselves. We were playing for the team of Northwestern.
His accomplishments include Second Team All-American, Conference Offensive Player of the Week, First Team All-Conference, and he set Northwestern's school record for rushing at 1,679 yards in a single season. He also led the nation in rushing and all-purpose yards.
It's a great place.
Coach Iskey, interim head coach, stated that Nate Guillory is a very humble and dedicated athlete. He has become a leader and will be captain of the team in the fall.
If you know someone who is a great student, role model, or athlete, let us know so that you can see their daily life.
Members of the concert and university bands and jazz ensemble at Northwestern will present a concert in the Northwestern Woodward Atrium on Sunday, February 28th at 2 p.m. On Monday, March 1st, the group will perform the same program at Northwestern's Alva campus in Harrod Hall Auditorium at 7:30 p.m. Students will be performing music from William Schumann to Stan Kenton. For more information, contact Dr. Kingsbury at 327-8692. The Northwestern Foundation's Alva Scholarship Drive is set to kick off February 24th and will wrap up March 24th as the off-campus and on-campus teams tally their totals. Funds raised through the Scholarship Drive finance continued student scholarships. In addition to fundraising, teams seek to recruit additional Millennium Club members.
The foundation established the Millennium Club, a giving program dedicated to building an additional $25 million scholarship endowment over the next decade to provide financial support for continuing students. When finally funded, the Millennium Club will provide approximately $1.25 million annually to deserving students.
Coming up next, Becky is in with the latest Ranger basketball results.
Stay tuned, sports is next.
In the classroom, I turn my head over this way, and as the game banger looking at me, Mad Dog me throwing signs up under the table. I feel real scared for my life.
And during that time, I wouldn't go to school. My mom would tell me, like, what are you doing for yourself? You're not doing nothing. She encouraged me to go back to school. My neighborhood is a dangerous place. What's pushed me to graduate is my mother walking down the aisle, hearing her scream for me.
I want to graduate from my mom. She watched this is yell at me, you got to graduate. You got to get out of high school so you can get your diploma.
And I'm going to make it. And I'm going to be somebody in life.
Glucose plus oxygen equals carbon dioxide plus water.
Hey, dear, what's up?
and energy. Superior vena cava, pulmonary artery, coronary artery.
I'd like to pass them back to you now.
Fort Cannon
Very
tissue
pleased with
types
your
of
work.
endoplasmic reticulum with ribosomes 3 o'clock already and without. Copy of the skeletal anatomy. Sosis, Fort Cannon site on Wednesday. Velocity access skeletal anatomy. Thursday, the lobes of the cortex.
She's got the drive,
Cranial volume.
the energy,
Ventral, parietal,
the heart,
and occipital.
and the talent.
Motor output. Vena cava.
Pre-med.
But she wouldn't be here
Evolutionary development.
without your help. Please support the United Negro College Fund, because a mind is a terrible thing to waste.
Sodas, Fort Cannon 2.
My name's Lisa, and in 9 years I'll be an alcoholic.
Hi, Lisa.
I'll start drinking in 8th grade. And I'll do some things I don't really want to do. So by the time my parents talk to me about it, alcohol won't be my only problem.
Kids who drink before age 15 are 5 times more likely to have alcohol problems when they're adults. So start talking before they start drinking.
My parents won't believe it could happen to me.
Let's get on. I know that we'll have a ball if we get down and go out and just lose it all. I feel stressed out, I wanna let it go.
Easy come, easy go. Now we on top. Feel the shot, body rock, rock it, don't stop.
Who's going to do it for us today?
We'll see you next week.
And now, 7 News Sports with Becky Burr.
Welcome back. Northwestern jumped a game and a half above St. Gregory's in the Sooner Athletic Conference standings, defeating the Lady Cavaliers 67-53 this past Saturday night. Audrey Richmond and Keandra Scott combined 48 points, with 26 points coming off of the bench, all from Richmond. Richmond led all scorers with 26 points, while Scott tipped in 22 points. Rachel Wilczek had a career best 13 rebounds. Northwestern shot 43% for the game as they were held to just 1 3, a tray by Autumn Clue. Northwestern Oklahoma State had no trouble disposing of St. Gregory's on Saturday night, routing the Cavaliers 85-67 in Alva. After a close first half with SGU outshooting the Rangers 55-47%, Northwestern overcame the game's 5th tie at the 109 mark, when Marshall Bell canned a 3 and Jonathan Fremar added a field goal. Northwestern stepped into the locker room with a 44-39 halftime advantage. St. Gregory's cut the lead to 3 points just after the start of the second half, but the Rangers came storming back, using a 26-6 run to hold a 7-47 advantage with 11 minutes remaining. Northwestern had no trouble warding off the Cavaliers to close the game, holding at least a 16-point lead. Marshall Bell led 3 Rangers in double figures with 25 points, including 6 threes. Brandon Dixon added 18 points, while Brandon Brown scored 17 points and was responsible for Northwestern's other three-pointer. Tiago Gilherme had a game-best 13 rebounds. Monday night, the Rangers faced off against OBU. 7 News sports reporter Josh Stevens is in the newsroom with more.
Thanks, Becky. The Northwestern's women's basketball team hung around with number 4 Oklahoma Baptist for a half before the Lady Bison defeated the Lady Rangers 65-58 at Percival Fieldhouse Monday night. With the game tied at 23-23 before half, Oklahoma Baptist closed the half with a field goal, a three-pointer, and a layup to take a 30-23 lead into the break. OBU made 6 free throws in the final minute to put the game out of reach. Audrey Richmond came off the bench to lead the Rangers for the second consecutive game with 17 points. Hitting a pair of trays, she was followed by Rachel Wilczek with 15 points and Keandra Scott's 10. The Lady Rangers will play their 3rd home game in a row Thursday at 6. The Ranger men also took it to the hardwood Monday. Three late three-pointers kept Northwestern men in the thick of it. Oklahoma Baptist on last night in Percival Fieldhouse, but the Bison prevailed, taking Northwestern 95-91. The first half was a nip and tuck as 6 lead changes and 2 ties were had. Northwestern finished the first half down 44-40 at intermission. Oklahoma Baptist got ahead by as much as 7 points with 12:25 left to play, but Northwestern responded with a 13-6 run to tie the game for the third time at 68-68. Marshall Bell scored 21 points with the help of 5 3-pointers, leading the efforts for the Rangers. Brandon Brown had 19 points, and Darrell Glover and Tiago Guillerme also found double figures, scoring 14 and 11 points respectively. As a team, Northwestern shot 47% for the game and hit 10 of 21 threes. The Rangers were 13 of 17 from the line. The Rangers will host Rogers State University on Thursday at 8. Becky, back to you.
Thanks, Josh. Northwestern's women's rodeo team took third place at the Kansas State Rodeo over the weekend, while the men's team finished in 8th place. The women's team finished with 210 points, placing them 70 points behind the second place team, Rogers State. The Ranger Rodeo team scored 170 points while tying with Connors State College. The Ranger women lead the Central Plains region with 1,215 points, 310 in front of their closest competition, Southwestern Oklahoma State. Northwestern's men are currently in 5th place with 1,410 points, 450 points off the leader, Panhandle State. Northwestern's rodeo team will next appear at Garden City, Kansas on March 5th through the 7th. The Ranger baseball team picked up 3 more wins this weekend, taking 3 games in 4-game series from Houston-Tilliston University. On Saturday, Northwestern split, winning Game 1 9-6 and dropped Game 2 3-1. Cameron Taylor got the win in the opener. The Rangers swept Sunday with an 11-1 5-inning run rule and won the nightcap 4-2. The Rangers improved to 9-2 overall and will travel to Wayland Baptist this weekend to begin Sooner Athletic Conference play.
Now let's take a look at upcoming events coming up on campus. Northwestern's Art Society Baked Item Drive will take place at 5 p.m. February 25th at Percival Fieldhouse.
Northwestern's first top model fashion show will be held at 7 p.m. in the Student Center Ballroom here in Alva. Admission is $1 and all profits will go to care packages for soldiers deployed overseas.
So, it's supposed to snow again this week.
Again this week. I am so tired of winter. I just can't even stand it.
I'm going to kill that groundhog next year.
Me too.
Yeah, me too. That's going to do it for us this week.
We'll see you next time.